Hey, everybody. I'm here with an important update about the fan-made expansion, the Crimson Scales. For those of you who don't know, the Crimson Scales is a huge, ambitious fan-made expansion for original Gloomhaven. It has 11 new classes. It has miniatures, and those miniatures are at a higher level than even the Gloomhaven original miniatures. It has a brand new scenario book that follows in the vein of Forgotten Circles, where it has hidden information. There's all new city events, all new road events. There's new items. There is a ton of new content, a level of fan-made content that we've never seen before. And right now, there's been some delays on the project. And so I've got the creator of Crimson Scales, the driving force behind the project, Mr. Board Game 613 here to talk about that. And he's also going to drop a really cool tidbit of information about how your starting classes are chosen. I think you're going to love it. And with that, I turn it over to Mr. Board Game 613.
Great. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Great to be here. So to give you a little bit more information about where everything is holding, it's being worked on a daily basis. What we've been doing as we go through the formatting is we went ahead and updated the graphics for nearly every single asset, which is hundreds of assets. Every event has been put into a new template. Every item, the scenarios, it was originally going to be one book, and now it was split into different sections so that there's not going to be a lot of page flipping, but instead all the rooms will be hidden. And as everything's being reformatted, it's entirely new graphics. It really is a higher level of professional graphics that I would have ever dreamed of for this project. But there's someone who's been helping out who goes by the name of Testum, and he's really been stepping up and making sure that everything looks absolutely top notch. So because of the delays, it's mostly the reformatting, and as everything gets imported, it needs to be proofed as well. But it's being constantly worked on, and it's nearly finished the reformatting phase. So we're making a lot of progress.
Right. So for everyone out there, the delays are because they're making it better. So just to clarify, Testum is running through all the stuff that Board Game 613 has done, and he's updating it because he's a graphic artist, and that is essentially the cause of the delay. So the question that everybody wants the answer to: when do you think we can see it on Tabletop Simulator? And when do you think we can see it for physical printing?
Sure. So I'll break it down and the process that it goes through to get to Tabletop Simulator and to the physical print. Once everything is done formatting, we're about 2 weeks out from having every single asset done on the graphic side. After that, it'll be a few days up to a week of proofing to make sure that nothing needs correction or to change anything on that end. After it's been proofed, I can start to upload everything onto Tabletop Simulator because I can't do much more on TTS until all the assets have been finalized and proofed, just because that's the nature of graphics. At that point, I can also place the test order for the physical version. And the reason I can't do that beforehand is because I want to make sure that the graphics come out in print the way that they're intended to. Which is a completely different format. So as the graphics are being made, there's one format for Tabletop Simulator and another version being done for the print and play, and a third version being done with Bleed for the print shops. So it's all right now in the courts of the graphics, but we're a few weeks out from having the graphics finalized and proofed. And at that point, it's another couple weeks for Tabletop Simulator. And then as soon as the test order comes in for the print shops, which generally takes also a few weeks. If there's anything that needs to be changed, it can push that a few weeks out. But otherwise, we are getting very close.
Right. So, yeah. And thank you. I mean, I think everybody appreciates that you're going to order it and test it first so that anyone who wants to print the physical copy, they don't have to worry about it actually not working. So thank you for that. Okay. So, and yeah, the delays are because it's being made better, right? So we can all, we all appreciate that. Delays are okay when, it's in the name of, leveling up the content. So I talked about, a little tidbit of information about how you choose your starting classes. Why don't you talk us through that?
Sure. So at the very start of the campaign, there's a list of 5 groups that are hidden, but they each have their own group name. The party is asked to pick one of the 5 groups, and then turning to the following page, you'll find out based on the group selected what 4 classes are started off unlocked, as well as a party-specific bonus based on that group. So these 4 classes have been handpicked based on how well they would work together. So each of the 5 groups, you know that you're not getting a random assortment based on the 11 classes, but rather ones that will synergize well together. There is an 11th class that's not part of any of the 5 groups. That's not going to be available as a starting class. It's a Crimson Scales exclusive class that has to be unlocked in the campaign. It hasn't been published on Board Game Geek or Reddit or anywhere else as of yet. But otherwise, you get those 4 picked classes plus the bonus. So it's not randomized, it's been handpicked, and the experience will be completely different. And it really sets the tone for the campaign based on the decision you make in the beginning of which of the groups to go for.
Very cool. So yeah, is it like 5 names then? Like, are there hints
Exactly.
in the names as to what classes are in there, or?
Yes, so one might be a little more nature oriented, and then the classes within will follow suit. Another one might be a little more based on, being militant. So yes, yeah, they are descriptive based on the classes too.
Awesome. So yeah, read those carefully and make your choice based upon how you like to play. I think that's so cool. It's almost like a roguelike video game mechanic. I love that. And I think it's great. I mean, great innovation. Absolutely love it. Okay, so that's it. Thank you so much for the update. Thanks for being here. Anyone who's watching this video, make sure you comment down below if you have any further questions, and feel free to comment your appreciation. He's working on this every day, and he's been working on it for a long time, basically as a second job. And I think it would be really cool to show some appreciation. This should tide us over, hopefully, until Frosthaven's magical, mystical release date at some point in the future. We really don't know. So this is great. It'll tide us over. Thanks so much for watching. And also, a special thank you to my subscribers. I wouldn't be here without you. Thank you.